There we go. I think that's going. Yeah, go.
Yeah, right, okay, sweet.
No, I sit you down and just get you in focus. Make sure you look here and don't frown. Talking into this.
Yeah.
As if you're someone and you're just having a conversation about what you think about the college. When you're bald, just come out next to the
Oh, I presume I need to introduce myself. Hi, my name's Joe Sanchez and I've just graduated from third year in Kingston.
One of the best things I think about the course at Kingston is the strength and the importance placed on ideas.
After coming here you can see the difference between work that is executed with an idea and work that is executed for the sake of execution.
The first year experience was amazing and totally different to any first year experience that I've heard of from any friends who did any academic degree anywhere.
A lot of the briefs we had in first year were crazy. I decided to start my own hotel as an exercise. So I set up a hotel in my student house, and from the profits I could visit other hotels. But it was all an exercise in branding and identity and actually doing stuff, and that's what Kingston is for, I think, doing.
The most surprising thing I've done since at Kingston was getting to sit in a £30 million helicopter with my friends during a documentary shoot.
Being able to adapt your process and adapt your skill set is what actually makes you a strong candidate.
You can go down to photography if you need to take some photographs, you can go to fashion if you need to talk to somebody about sewing.
There's a real push for sort of interdisciplinary design, sort of the idea that even though I was into my products, I chose graphic design, but I can still choose to work in a 3D workshop or incorporate 3D objects into my graphic design work.
Because I think when I came here I kind of had it in my mind kind of set way of this is how I should work, but then the range of briefs teach you to kind of look at every possible aspect and not just kind of be narrow-minded with what you are good at or what you think you're good at.
My favourite thing about being at Kingston would probably have to be the studio atmosphere that we've got here, which has built up since first year.
So the studio isn't some sort of stagnant space with desks that doesn't move and doesn't change, but actually everyone sort of learns and experiments and grows in this ever-changing space.
So they'll encourage people to come in every day, and the tutors will be in pretty much every day, some cases every day, so they're very much full-time staff.
Each student is thought about on their own, so you get to know the tutors quite well and they get to know you quite well, and they get to know your way of working and how you work best and who you work best with.
Research is something that I think Kingston prides itself on, and we have to present that at the end of each year. And this doesn't mean it doesn't have to be reading, it just doesn't have to be kind of essays or photocopies that you've printed off. All it has to be is you trying to test things and get real truths from people and places. So maybe it's that you've gone out and interviewed people, maybe it's that you've gone online, maybe it's that you've just set up a camera and a tripod somewhere and photographed people for as long as you'd like.
And not only has my work changed since coming to Kingston, my entire personality, my entire mindset has completely changed, and definitely for the best. I'm a much smarter person now, and I look at the world in a different way.
We're graphic designers, we're filmmakers, we're drawers, we sculpt things, we eat things, we chew them up. I think we're not just graphic designers, and that's one thing that drew me to the course. Yeah, it's been great.